to San Antonio Living. This morning we're sharing a recipe with you. It's a great way to get a little fiber into your diet without adding gluten. And Amber Ketchum is joining us this morning. She's a nutritionist and she's going to show us how easy it is to make fresh, delicious salads. And we're using beans this morning.
We are. We're using one of my favorite ingredients from the grocery store, canned beans. And as a dietitian, one of the questions that I get asked all the time is, what kind of foods can I eat that are quick, healthy, and inexpensive? And this really fits that.
This really is a great recipe. I love it because you're using something that you will have in the pantry all the time, but then you're adding fresh ingredients. And we talked a little bit about gluten. April is Autism Awareness Month, and I know a lot of parents of autistic children are working to try to take some of the gluten out of the diet, because there have been a lot of studies showing that maybe a gluten-free diet is a better choice for some kids. So this is a great recipe that they can use.
It is a great one. And yeah, those studies are interesting because it shows that there may be some improvement in symptoms in certain children. So a lot of parents are using that as kind of a way to test it out on their child and see if it might improve the symptoms.
Okay, so this is a good way to get some flavor and some fiber into the diet. Let's start over here because we're going to show you two recipes this morning.
That's right. So this one is our Texas-style 3-bean salad. And we've got 3 different kinds of beans here, and we're using Allen's brand beans today, and they've got some really good versatile products to use. So we've got pinto beans in there, very Texas. Light red kidney beans, which are some of my favorite. They've got a really nice texture and flavor. And then also purple whole peas, which are kind of like baby black-eyed peas.
Little black-eyed peas.
So got a lot of beans going on in there. We're going to just add a few ingredients, and you can actually help me if you'd like. We're going to put some green onions in here. And I've got about 3 green onions, also called scallions, that I just chopped up. And they've got a really nice mild flavor. And cilantro is the other thing. So we're going with some kind of southwestern flavors here. So those are 2 things that are going to get us there. We've also got a Roma tomato.
So just one Roma tomato?
Yep, just chopped up. And then in the bowl we've got a jalapeno that I've seeded and diced, and then also a red bell pepper. So that's going to add some really nice color to this. And then we've got some spices going in. We've got some chili powder, cumin, garlic powder, and pepper. And those are all going to give a really nice flavor, and it just blends together very nicely. And then the most fun part before you mix it,
squeezing the lime. So, and that's really it?
Yes.
Wow, this is super healthy.
It is, and this would be a really good side dish. So if you have like a protein on the side, like chicken or fish, and have this on the side, you could also do it as an entree. So if you serve this over like a bed of lettuce, you could have it as a great salad with lots of protein. And again, looking at the gluten-free aspect, there's no gluten in here, but we're getting tons of nutrition, lots of vitamins, minerals, fiber, and protein as well. What
a great way to utilize beans. You've got a lot of color in here, and this is something that will keep really well too. If you're doing something like a picnic, that's perfect. All right, we've got another one to show us too, right?
So kind of a similar concept here, but we went from Southwestern to Italian style, which I really like. So this one is using some Great Northern beans, so they're just white beans, and we're going to be adding to this 2 tomatoes this time. So these are 2 Roma tomatoes that have been chopped up. And then purple onions, which I really like. They give a really nice flavor, especially for Italian-style dishes. And we've got parsley going in. So
parsley, because it's Italian.
That's right. For our Southwestern, we did the cilantro and the lime, so we're doing lemon juice and parsley. For this one, I'm actually going to grab this real quick around you and squeeze some lemon juice in here.
And again, great recipes. If you're someone who's trying to take gluten out of your diet, you got to really be careful what you're doing. It's way better to go with the fresh foods, because a lot of times, and I've done this myself, when you look at gluten-free items at the store, like boxed products or things like that, oftentimes they have more fat and more calories than the product with gluten in it.
That's true. There's a lot of, gluten-free donuts, gluten-free pizzas. That doesn't necessarily mean it's healthier just because it says gluten-free. So it still has to be done correctly with the proper nutrition.
All right, and we've got a couple of spices?
Absolutely. So we've just got some pepper, and one of my favorite spices here, it's just Italian seasoning. So it's just a combination of dried herbs. There's some dried basil, parsley, oregano, and you buy it pre-mixed, and so it's really simple.
What a great salad. This is perfect for the hotter days, and I love what you've done with it, because you're using this, a lot of times we're trying to scoop with healthy things, and if you're getting rid of the gluten in your diet, you're going to try to stay away from crackers and things like that. You have little bell pepper scoops.
Bell pepper scoops are perfect, and if you're throwing a party or a gathering that has both people who are doing gluten-free and not doing the gluten, you could do whole grain crackers or gluten-free, like rice crackers on the side, but then the peppers are awesome because they're really good little dippers.
They're scoopers.
To get a lot.
I love it. I learned something new. Thank you so much. Always good to see you. Guys, if you're looking for some of the recipes that we talked about this morning, go to allens.com for more information on some of the products we use. Thank you. Good to see you guys.